episode of Steph's Design Space. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. So today we are doing a how to turn your passion planner or any book bound type of planner, journal, whatever, how to make it to where you can put it on discs. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. This is my brand new passion planner. Now, I was using a daily, and I love decorating a daily, but, okay, sorry, I was yawning. I don't know why. But I wasn't using it like I needed to. I need the whole week, and I know I've had this conversation before. Anyway, so I purchased the Passion Planner Weekly, but the undated version, because, you know, I tend to make these type of decisions in the middle of a crazy time, and like August. Oh my gosh, why am I yawning? I should probably pause and go get some freaking coffee. This is ridiculous. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through how I do this. You can do this with any size. So I open it up to give or take the middle. Now, I don't know if y'all can see, but there's a bunch of different sections to this. And one of the ways that you see the different sections is the thread that is holding it together, like they've sewn it. So what we're going to do is we are just going to take our little X-Acto knife and we are going to pop these threads. You can honestly start anywhere, but I wanted to, now I've got to figure out, like, this is the section. Okay, so I popped those threads, and then I had to find like the little booklet. So it's a bunch of, like, if you're into junk journaling, these are signatures. Now the pages are not numbered, so we are going to have to be careful and kind of keep these in a semblance of order. All right, I know that. Okay, I'm going to put that up at the top. I want to keep this in frame. Actually, I'm going to put it over to the side so I can keep this in frame for y'all. And now I'm just going to find the next section. So I'm just going to kind of turn some pages. Here we go. And we're just going to pop threads and kind of go from there. So basically this is all that I'm going to be doing, is popping all the threads, keeping it in some semblance of order. I'm trying to be careful, like that didn't pop the second one. There we go. I'm trying to be careful. Now, being that it's undated, it's going to be easier not to, like, fully worry about the actual order that it's in until we get to, like, the monthlies. Why is this not coming out? And, like, the goals and stuff like that, right? So that will make a difference. Like, this one just wants to be contrary. Okay. I'm trying not to, like, rip that, right? So now I can just put this on top because, again, it's not dated. If it was dated, then we would just kind of play around with it in the sense of, like, putting the dates in order, etc., etc. So how is everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing good. It has been It's been a challenge the last couple of weeks. We've got some family stuff going on. One of the reasons that you won't see a new release from me this month is because of that. And I'm just trying to get caught up. I got kind of behind with all the family stuff going on. And I don't operate well when I'm running behind. So, and nobody does really, right? So I just figured I would take this opportunity while I am dealing with family things to work on some stuff. But one of those things is working on my schedule, working on time management, that sort of thing. And the best way for me to do that is to have planners that actually work for me. Okay, I think this is about the section that I have to like pull apart. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but like there's the binding right there. So, because this is one of the, now this is not, I am not a professional book tear aparter, disassembler, but I have done this multiple times. Now all I'm doing now is kind of pulling it so it kind of separates. If it gets stuck, my X-Acto knife is there to kind of, you know, gently unstick it. So I'm not trying to cut it or slice it per se, just using it as a guide because I definitely don't want to tear it. But every passion planner that I've had, and I've had a weekly and I've had several dailies, I've done this with. Because here's the thing, I love the layout, but I am a disc girl through and through. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I'm not apologizing for it. That is me. I love my discs. So if I can buy the planner that I really love and convert it, then that's what I do. So I had a friend send me an A5 Erin Condren. I think it was a daily duo, something like that. I don't know all the names. Because she's like, you're gonna fall in love with the paper and, you know, all the things. And she wasn't lying. I love the paper. And I even tried to convert it to disc. Okay, so I'm just breaking that binding right there. So I can finish this. So that's what that was. Now, I can use this for any number of things, but not in my planner because that doesn't work for me. And that's okay. All right, so I'm going to just do this. So somewhere around the middle, once you do a few pages, and it's about where they have the, whatchamacallit, this thing, the string, the bookmark, good gravy, is where you can kind of split it. All right, so here we can see, I'm just tearing like the paper part off. So we're going to be able to see these signatures a lot better. And if I unstick this, then it will be easier to tear apart. Okay. Now, because this has some glue. Okay, first of all, if my husband saw this, he would be like, I can't believe you're cutting towards yourself. Okay, and he's right. All right, let me open this up. So now I'm just going to go back to finding the threads. And separating it out like that. All right, cutting the threads. Making sure I get, because there's 2 threads. I'm making sure I get them both. And I am just going to crease it, just to kind of break it in a little bit. And I'm just going to keep doing it until I see the next threads. And then we're going to keep doing the same thing. And here's the next one. So now I'm going to cut these. And see, these are the months. Now there's no tabs for these, but I did find some that I had bought for, I think at Hobby Lobby, on clearance for like 99 cents or whatever. So I've already got those together for the monthly. Now what has been a challenge for me in the past with this is the monthlies are all in the front, and then the weeklies are after that. And there's no real way to do it. I mean, you can, but because of, so you have like this monthly, and then you have your reflection and your goal setting, and it's attached to the next month. So it's really hard to do the month and then do the weeks because there's no space in between. So what I'm going to do is embrace this. I have monthly tabs that I'm going to put on, and then I am just going to make my own little bookmark to go where the weeks are. Now I don't know, it depends on how long this video is as to if I'm going to set the whole thing up now, like on this video, or if it's going to be a separate one. I wish y'all could tell me what you wanted, and that's what I would do. So like I said, I'm just doing this to help break up the binding a little bit, and I don't miss any of the threads. So when I go to pull these out, it will work a tad bit better. But then I also realized that there is no real, oh, here's my bone folder. Maybe this will help. There's no months up here. So I made a bunch of month stickers for this good size. Yes, I'm yawning. I don't know why. I didn't go to bed too terribly late. Okay, for me, I went to bed at a good time. No, it still wasn't amazing because it was like 11:30, but seriously, if anybody knows me, that's doing much better for me. So, but I will say the last couple of days, I've had multiple grandbabies from the age of 7 to 6 months. It's that little weird in between time where school hadn't started yet. Mom started, you know, work because she works at a school. And so, helping out and doing all that. And, it's exhausting. Fun. Super sweet. But, exhausting nonetheless. That is why youngins are having babies and not oldens. Because I would say, I don't know how they do it. I do. I remember very clearly how I did it. And I also remember thinking there's going to come an age where I don't have to do it anymore, except with my grandbabies. And that's negotiable. Anyway, but yeah, tons of fun. And my sister came down because she is, she lives in Louisiana, and she is starting nursing school. And so she is going to be studying and testing and studying and testing for a good while. So she came down just for a day, yesterday actually, and we hung out and had a good time, and I helped her with her, okay, I'm going to clean that up later, like I'm not doing that right now. But they, so it's her and her fiance are doing school together, and they have a backpack that they have to take to their clinicals every day. And so I got out the vinyl and the machines and all of that and did their names on the backpacks for them. Well, I did her name, and then he just wanted his initials. He's super simple. So we just hung out and talked and all that kind of fun stuff. It was really nice, and she helped with the babies. Otherwise, I think that I may be coming to you from a different location. Like the hospital or something, so I could get some rest. So she was a big help. She always was. She always has been. We're like 11 years apart. And out of, I don't remember how many siblings I have. So it's 11. And she's the only one I talk to. Yeah. A lot of great family history going on there. Okay, now I'm getting into the monthly reflections, so I'm gonna put this to the side, like up here. So I don't get them mixed up with the weeklies, and I can see these are like stuck together. Anyway, I don't want to get them mixed up. So I'm trying to keep them separate. I'm trying to separate this without tearing it, but it does not want to cooperate. Is this perfect? No. Is it going to look perfect? No. Is it going to make me happy? Yes. And I have actually had quite a few people ask, how did you do that? How did you put it on desk? And so I do have one video out already with that, but I figured it was time for an update. So, because I've learned a lot during the process. Like that first one was the first time, and so I figure, you know what, I've learned a bit since then. So let me go ahead and do another video for y'all. And it's just a matter of just finding where these pages are separated. All right, this is so there's still some binding here. But see, I just kind of pulled it and it broke apart. Now these pages are attached. So I'm going to just take my X-Acto knife and just follow the crease to the best of my ability. I do believe that I'm gonna have to get my paper trimmer and you know, trim up some of these edges, but I mean, we're crafters, we can do that. And it's so stinking hot still. I know. Weather report be like Lori on Lori Dean Plan. She gives us her Canadian weather report. I'll give you the Texas version, and trust me, they are nowhere near the same. Okay, I don't think I want to tear that. So what is that? That is this very front page, and I don't want to tear that off of here because that's just going to make it look not nice. So I'm going to take my knife and follow along the edge like so, and then pull that apart. There we go. So now we've got this chunk. And this is pretty much all together, and that's good. So I'm going to leave this and put it up here. All right. Now we're going to finish this part. Did I go all the way back? I don't think I did. As far as cutting all the threads, I don't think that I did. Okay, so I was talking to some friends this morning, and I was like, it is 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's already like 101 degrees. Insane. Insane, insane. It's so hot. I think the high today is going to be like 105. But it's August, so we just have August and September with the insane heat, hopefully, right? Starting October is when it starts getting wonky. Like, we can have cold or cool. Cold is, I don't think that's a thing. We can have cooler weather, and then it can get hot again. And then cold and hot and cool and hot and, you know, whatever. So that is, that's generally what October looks like. So, like, for Halloween, when the kids go trick-or-treating, as cute as those really hot onesies are and all the hot costumes, like, we never know what it's going to be like. It could be 90 degrees, or it could be 30. No, maybe not 30. That's a stretch. 40. 40s and 50s. So Halloween is always a crapshoot when it comes to what kind of costume do you want to wear. But chances are it's gonna be warm. And there is nothing grosser than a warm fall night with a humidity of like 90%, and you just feel like you are sitting outside in soup. That's so gross. And then to have a hot Halloween costume on top of that, heck to the no. When my kids were like younger and picking out their costumes, okay, because you know your heat retains in your body if you wear hats and masks and stuff like that, right? Because heat escapes from your head. Ow. Dang, I just stabbed myself. I mean, barely. Anyway, so I would tell them, you can get a costume with the mask, but I ain't carrying it. Like, if you get hot or whatever, and you don't want to wear it anymore, that's fine, but you're carrying it, not me, because I ain't signing up for all of that. Like, you know where we live. You know what the reality is. I know. Mean old mom. It's called teaching your kids to be responsible for their choices and their actions. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. Okay, so now that's off. Now what I'm going to do here is just kind of clean this up, because I do use the cover. Absolutely I do. So I use the cover, I punch the cover, so it can be used. And the way I do that is I line it up, I find the middle, and I get out my paper trimmer. I was like, what did I do with it? So this is the middle right here. So I'm just going to put a notch so I know where to cut. So I put it in my paper trimmer. I need a new paper trimmer. Line it up. Find my notch. There it is. Is this an exact science? No. Does it work? Yes. All right, I lost my notch. I hate that that keeps falling out. Okay, there is, you know what? I think I would be better off. I think this is thick and it's messing up. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. So what kind of paper trimmer do y'all have? Like, I have the guillotine one for like big jobs, but this is not guillotine worthy. So, like Fiskars, I think We Are Memory Keepers has one, but what do y'all suggest? And that did not go all the way through. Yeah, it did. And there we go. Now I have split that into halves, and then we will start punching it when the time comes. But right now, our goal is to, separate the pages and clean the pages up. Okay, so let's do that. These are all kind of stuck together. They just came out as one piece. So what I'm gonna do, since I've already shown you like how to do all of this, I am gonna speed through this part so we can kind of get to the point of putting it on the disc. Okay, so now what we need to do is take these and pull them apart ever so gently, because they still have some of the backing glued on them, and that's okay. So we're going to make these even, and this is where we're going to come into the paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to make these even on the sides, and we are going to trim off as little as possible. Now, there's no real measurement until now. So, and that kind of got wonky, but so this is going to be basically my measurement. So I'm going to line this up, and I am going to say that I gotta flip it this way. I'm gonna say that whatever this, it's almost 5.5, but it's a little bit more. So what I do for that is I get, dang it, I swear, I thought I had a roll of washi that I was just keeping on my desk for these things. Okay, so in this instance, what I do is I just get a piece of washi, and because I want my pages to be as even as possible, and a lot of them are going to have to be trimmed. So I'm making sure that that is correct. All right, so it is that line right there. And I don't do math. I don't do measurements. I don't do any of those things. It is called that line right there. And apparently I also am not very successful at finding where washi tape ends and begins. I know there's a solution to this. It's called fold it under, and then that will not ever be an issue. Do you think I'm going to do that? Do you think I'm going to remember to do that? Oh, goodness. And I already forgot what the line was. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel or take me home, one or the other. All right. Okay, it is that line right there. So I'm just going to take this washi and put it so I know that is where the paper needs to go, because I'm not going to obviously remember that line. But I know that it needs to go right there up against the washi tape. So that's how we're going to measure. Now, I am going to try to keep these in some semblance of order. This is the back page. This is the dot grid. Now, a lot of these are a mix, and that's okay. So I'm going to have to, the first thing I have to do, if the pages are still together, I'm going to go down the middle, and then I am going to line it up. Make sure I have it as even as possible. Make sure that is like that. And trim. Now let's see how close or far off we were. Not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be an exact science. But by the time you punch it and have it on the disc, it's going to be okay. So again, if the pages are still together, we just trim them, because I want everything to be as straight and cohesive as possible. Now this right here is a bit of a challenge, so I'm going to try to pull as much of that off so it doesn't hit the blade right on the paper trimmer. Okay, so I now feel like I can line these up. And does this take a little while? Yes. But, I mean, I'm okay with it. It's a year. I have a year planner. My goodness, just line up for me, please. There we go. Line it up with the end of my washi. And trim. And so that is what I am going to be doing. Yes, so this is what I'm going to be doing. But I'm going to do it off camera because this is a lot. So it's the same thing. Cut it down the middle and then trim off the excess. So I'm going to do that and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. Everything is trimmed, but not in order. So I kind of wanted to show you how I'm going to figure out how to put it in order. Obviously this is the first page. Welcome, and I believe this goes here. All right, so this is going to be interesting for me to figure out. Okay, so that goes there, and oh, look at that. So we have the road map and the calendar, so that's good. Okay, we have month of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we have monthly reflection, and then the month. Oh, this is going much smoother than I thought. You know what? I should not speak so soon. Okay, nope. I missed something. Oh, here, I think these are them. Okay. Month. Mid-year passion roadmap. Is that already 6 months? Hold on. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna say no. Okay, what am I on? Thursday. Okay. Now is that 6 months? Okay, we're gonna figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I have a feeling this is only a 6 month? No, it's not. Okay, that was 4, right? All right. And this says end of year reflection. Nope. So that goes up there. End of year reflection. Monthly reflection. All right. What did I say? We're on 4. Good gravy, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I would have been wrong. 4. So this is 5. Okay, and then this is 6. So this should be mid-year. Excuse me. So this says end of year. But is there one that says mid-year? Oh, I think. So this is 6. Okay. Okay, we're back again. Okay, I finally figured it out. Okay, so I'm gonna flip through so y'all have it figured out, and then we're gonna punch these. All right, so it goes like this. Welcome. So how Passion Planner works, the roadmap, the yearly. So we have 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5, 6, and then we have at 6. So when it's a 6 month, you'll have the monthly reflection, like, so this is what was the most memorable part. How are you different? And then when you click it, when you turn it over at the 6 month, then you're going to add in your mid-year passion roadmap. So you have that and that. And then we start again with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we have the 12, and then on the back of the last 12, so it's going to be the monthly reflection, what was the most, how are you different, and on the back of that is going to be end of year. So you have 2 end of year, and then it starts the weekly. So then all of these are the weeklies, and then we have the blank paper. Okay. Goodness. Now, we are going to punch these with the Happy Planner punch. And of course, we know we can only do a few sheets at a time. That does make it a bit time consuming. Now, this is an A5, so I got the small. So this is an A5, which is going to be 8 rings. So it is right between a classic and a mini. No, it has one more than a mini and one less than a classic. And so what I do, I think, I'm trying to remember, and that's hard work. Such hard work, y'all. Where is, yes, I already put it up, but I'm going to use this cover on top of the Passion Planner cover. And this will help me know where to punch it. I just want to be certain, so let me take this off real quick. I wasn't trying to show you what I was going to use, but there it is. Okay. This is a little bit come on. Oh, I think that this is where my black lines are. Or maybe that one. No. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I am just going to bump it up against the bottom white line. And that is where I am going to punch it. So on the Happy Planner punch, this is the big punch. So I have the classic lines are right here, and I am going to bump it up against this bottom one. And that's how I know where I'm going to punch it. And this ought to be a fine mess indeed, because I still have not found my cover for the bottom of it. All right. Now I'm just taking them off the top. Now I will say it does punch into some of the words. That does not bother me. How am I going to do this? I think it's going to go upside down. Yeah, I'm going to flip it. Okay. It doesn't bother me because I can figure it out. It bothers me more to have it in a book bound than it does to punch through some of the words. So that's okay with me. All right, so let me punch this, and then I'm just going to speed through it, and then we will be right back. Ah, sorry, it's this thing that helps block the lines. All right, so this is done. Now I need to go get the individual punch because I made some custom covers, so it's on the other side. So let me go grab that and I'll be right back. All right, I have the crocodile, and now I need this and maybe this as a guide. Really, I'm gonna use this as a guide, I think. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, I went and grabbed the weekly that I had. Okay, so I did it like this. Right, so I have that. Yep, I put it all the way to the edge. Okay, I just wanted to see how I did it. That way it would be done properly, because we all know that I forget some things. Okay, here we go. Set that to the side. I tried to pull this up by accident, so we're going to stick it right back down. Okie dokie. Good thing is I have the perfect line right there on the sides. Okay, so I'm gonna punch it. Just making some holes, because once I punch the first one, it should be easy peasy. And y'all, this thing just goes through like butter. So you just line it up. Let me do this so I can see it. Okay. So you want the bottom part to sit on that lip, and then the lines to line up, and then it just goes through. Here I am talking about how it's like butter. I think I need to sharpen my... All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. I do use this often. Okay. We'll talk about how this is so bright and it wants to misbehave. Where are my scissors? Oh, you know, Stephanie asking where all of her stuff is. She has challenges putting her things away. Don't be like Stephanie. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this to the Passion Planner cover. Obviously, you can. Okay, so once you have the first one, then you line it up on the ledge with this little guide thing right here in the hole, because that's what spaces it out evenly. And we're just going to keep punching. I will say the other cover was a bit different, like the material, and it wasn't this challenging. And I want to make sure, I want to be able to see where I'm going here. This is more like sponge, where the other planner covers have been more faux leathery. So, it like just seriously cut through it. Super simple. This is so spongy feeling. It's definitely different. So, it's just behaving differently, and that's okay. The important thing is it's working and it's doable. And like I said, you can do this with any book bound planner, journal, whatever. You can take apart any of those and put it on disc. So I'm just going to trim these up so it will go on the disc. I'm going to fast forward through the back cover just because, for time, because this video I know has been a hot minute. But now that you've seen me do the one, I can fast forward through this one. Okay, so these are punched. And I did not punch them properly. And the reason why is because I started this one on the top. I don't know, I did it kind of upside down. Okay, but it's fine. I will definitely make it work. So the first three are mostly on track. So I'm just going to repunch it. It's not going to be pretty, but I have another cover that I'm going to put over the top of it anyway. So I'm just going to repunch this. Just, yeah, this is going to be something, huh? Oh, I got a piece stuck in here. And under here. Okay. I'm gonna make it work, y'all. Really, I'm just doing this so it at the end of the year I have a cover to keep on it. Okay, we're just gonna make this work because that's just a hot mess. This is the front, this is the back. Now I already have these on here, so this is what I was using for the daily, so I did the daily the same way. So I just decided to keep, I love this cover from Cover Up Couture. I will link their shop down below so you can check them out. I love their covers so much. So many pockets, so much storage. I love it. So this is my front page, and it is I am. I made this as a reminder that I am all of these things. And then I have the perpetual calendar in the front, and I'm pretty sure I need to go rescue this last page because I need the rest of this perpetual calendar to put in here. Okay, so that being said, this is the front, so we're just going to put that right on the discs. This is the back, and it's going to be kind of wonky, but we're just going to go with it. Because it's not perfect, but neither am I. So there is that. Okay. Now the good thing is this, you know what, I may not be able to use that. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna set it to the side and have to be okay with that. All right. Now we're just gonna start putting these on disc, and then we will be done. So I am not gonna set this up in this video, but I am gonna do it in the next video. So there will be a part 2 on Friday. So this is coming out on Wednesday, and part 2 will come out on Friday of me putting it all together, because there's a few things that I do differently on these, and I will explain that. So if you want to see how I'm going to use this and how I change a few things up, then you will definitely want to catch the video on Friday. So I'm going to set it up with the tabs that I made, and I will be having to change. So with Passion Planner, this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. They give you the option for a Sunday start date or a Monday start date. But whatever start date you pick, it's the same for both the monthly and the weekly view, right? Except that's not how my brain operates. So for me, my monthly has to start on a Sunday, but my weekly has to start on a Monday. I know it doesn't make any sense, except that that is just my whole life. Monthly calendars are started on Sunday, but weekly always starts on Monday because that's when school started, or that's when you started your job, or, you know, work or whatever. So that is what I became accustomed to. Well, with Passion Planner, I think these are supposed to, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I was gonna put them in there. So I ordered one and realized very quickly I made it a Sunday start date, and I was like, oh snap, I cannot do the Sunday start date during the week. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just cover them up and like redate it, right? So all of these that have been like, because this would have said Sunday, that would have said Sunday, so I would have had to cover all of them up to make it a Monday start date. And I thought, okay, I can do that, except it would make the planner very, very thick on top, because it would just be stickers all up on top, which would make it very uneven. So I was like, no, I can't do that. So I messaged them and said, I'm so sorry, I ordered the wrong one. They were super sweet and nice, refunded my money, and told me to give away the one that I ordered, the wrong one, the Sunday start date. So I will be doing a giveaway at some point. Okay, I don't think I'm going to keep this in here either. So I'm going to hold those together, and then they will, yeah, I like that. So they will encompass my planner once it is finished. So I'll just put a little note on here and the space that it will go for this one. Okay, so it is in here. It is done. It is punched. It does kind of go into the months a little bit. Honestly, I don't care. I can tell that's Thursday. I still have the space. Like, this is my on the go and my time blocking. My catch-all is my dashboard, and I have a lot of room to write. So this is going to end up just being what I need it to be, and not a bunch of extra. Now, I will be decorating it because, hello, who does not love decoration? But that is in the next video. So if you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, ring that bell, y'all, so y'all don't miss the notifications when part 2 goes up. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.